Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
Guys.
So in this video, Barbie and I are going to talk about the process we went through and how we ended up getting married. So it's going to start with Barbie.
How did it go, Barbie?
Well,
first of all, when you knew you wanted to get married, who did you go to ask about this process?
First and foremost, we have a pastor just to asking for advice for marriage, because it always starts with our spiritual, because we are Christians, and our belief is to consult, except the Lord, you consult also the one who look after your spiritual. So we ask an advice from the pastors and also from our friends, and before we talk to our parents that we gonna end up getting married.
I just remember I asked Pastor Peter, because we were driving, and I think Jolly B said, well, you probably need to ask.
That was my pastor.
Yeah, that's Barbie's
previous
pastor. It was either Jolly B or Pastor Ava said, you should ask Pastor Pepito first. So he ended up coming over to Australia just to see how the mission work was going. And then so I got a bit of courage up and asked him. And I said, I'm just interested in Barbie. We tried to keep it private, but it just got out there. So I just said, I'm really interested in Barbie. So I just wanted to ask you, Pastor Pepito, permission to marry Barbie. And he said, yeah, sure, that should be fine. It was that casual. So... And he could see, we'd really made an effort.
But you haven't proposed me.
But I hadn't proposed yet, no.
Then, because I said, what? We planned
because I think that gave us a bit of confirmation to pursue it even further as well.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's done.
Yeah, because I only stay in Australia for a short term. And I said, when we had like a group date or one-on-one date, we had also right? And then he confess that he likes me or something like that. But I said I won't be staying here for long, because for me, I said, okay, although I had a relationship before, but I'm more kind of careful this time, because I prayed for it. Before I met him, I was in the prayer mountain then in Korea. That was in Yoido Full Gospel Church. Well, it's the largest churches in the world. So I prayed, what's the Lord intend me to be. I'm happy where the Lord put me. Like if I gonna be single or end up getting married and having a family, I ask God, and the Lord really confirmed that like He prompted into my heart. It's like that there's a picture that you will have a family, you will have a husband and family like that. So
where were you living before that?
I was live in Japan. That was 10 years ago. So I'm Filipino, but I live in Japan most of my life, because my mom married to a Japanese, and then I came here in Adelaide as a religious visa, and we met at the church.
Did you do the proposal?
I proposed
in Japan
a week before we got married, basically. Traditionally, Aussies propose first, and we hadn't had a chance to up until then.
Actually, we planned like engagement.
That's
set
right.
up, but he changed his mind. He was in the Philippines then. We were in a mission as well with your pastor in the Philippines, going to Japan. That was your plan, right?
I was originally going to go over there to propose after that Philippines missions trip, because it was sort of planning. It was maybe a couple months out before we were leaving, and he said to me, why don't you just get married when you go over, because it was just a lot of going back and forth, and it was expensive. It was
the flights,
a long process. If we proposed then, it might be like 3-6 months later before we get married. Then we could start our journey together and then work out what we want to do from there. Are we going to stay in Japan, or is Barbie going to come to Australia and stay here? And if so, how are we going to get over to Australia? I think if I stayed in Japan, I would have just automatically been on the same visa
visa
as what you
from
were
me.
on. We prayed and we just felt to settle in Australia. So then that process started of
It was hard for you
Working out.
because you know that he has to learn the language because they don't use English there in Japan. I'm concerned about him, how he gonna get a work there.
in
You
Japan
did a work
for
there
2 weeks.
Yeah, you teach he
Taught English
you
to
teach
Japanese students at a summer school. That was fun and enjoyable. I'd wake up at like 5 o'clock. I didn't know any Japanese, but Barbie went the first 2 trips with me. We had to catch
Train.
2 trains and a bus to get to this summer school.
Yeah.
So it was a long days. I remember coming home, ate dinner and then slept
Yeah.
straight away. It was chaotic. Yeah, we could have done it, but we just felt the Lord say to come to Australia.
It took 9 months the processing for my visas
Yeah.
to get here. So I almost gave up. So I said I don't want a long distance relationship after we got married. That's how we started processing fiancé visa actually.
We did try it by ourselves.
Yeah, but it was hard.
Yeah.
I'm busy also with my work, so we asked for a migration agent to help us out to processing my visa, and I'm almost give up because I don't wanna. You could stay here in Japan. Why don't you we stay here? Because I'm close to my parents. We have kids. My parents could help to look after. So I don't know. We'll pray anyway. I think I sewn into a 700 Club Asian back then, and then I said, Lord, and then I asked for a prayer request. I just want to have a breakthrough with this, because I know it was God's will for us to get married, because we had a confirmation, right, that we're gonna end up getting married.
We did.
Yeah, we
prayed,
talked on the
didn't
phone, we prayed, and we felt the Holy Spirit that, and this is it.
It's the right thing to do.
The marriage is, for us. And the Lord really is, speaking to me I was in Prayer Mountain, that you're gonna meet your husband before the end of the year, something like that. And it wasn't a plan for me to coming to Australia.
No.
It wasn't.
You wanted to go to
It's like
Israel or something, didn't you?
a different country, not
Yeah.
here. And then the Lord really confirmed that it was God's will
He
for
did.
us
Definitely did.
to get a migration agent. But it's up to them if they wanted to get a migration agent.
What's your advice,
I know,
though?
because
Could
you
get
have
a
to.
agent, wouldn't we?
Yeah,
Just
if you
'cause it's a lot
if
of
you don't
paperwork.
know, the process. If you think that you don't know.
Because the migration agent, they let you know exactly what we need to do,
Yeah.
what forms we need to fill out,
Yeah. And they are the
what
one
documentation we
do
need.
for us, right?
Yep.
All the
So we had to get
details.
I remember we had to get all our communication that we had.
Yeah, like the proof of
Proof of relationship.
genuine relationship.
And how much was that? A migration agent, how much was it?
Wow, it
5,000, I think.
5,000,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah,
Like upfront?
Oh,
that was
I think we paid it
But-
at the end. I can't remember. Was it up front?
upfront.
I don't remember.
Yeah, and then except the visas, how much was our
No, it was 10 grand all up. It was 5 for the visa, 5 for the agent.
agent?
Yeah.
And because I said that to him, that I don't want to spend that much, so why don't we, like, you come over and stay in Japan? It will not cost there, the visa there. In Australia, it's so pricey, the visa. I didn't really like to coming here, but I was really concerned about him, that how he is gonna adapt the culture,
Well,
the
a new
language.
language. That's a big one.
Will you go there?
Maybe for missions. Yeah, actually we're praying for that next year. God will provide that. My mom will meet my sons for the first time, and we'll do some missions there as well. Looking forward to that.
It'll be good to
So
your
for
parents to see
Yeah.
the boys for the first time.
Advice being for new couples, well, who wants to go through marriage?
I think process what we need to process, like paperwork is a lot, It actually, marrying a foreigner is very expensive. Like, you know, I know it depends on the country. I think because Australia is expensive, you know, the visa, but in Japan it wasn't
Very strict, yeah.
no payment. It's free there. But here is, you know, when you go to America, there's a visa processing as well, a fee, you know, and it's a processing is long. Like you need to wait for 9 months, you know.
Yeah.
But I think you have to prepare the paperwork and then get it done. And because I'm a Filipino citizen then, and I have to get my birth certificate, all my, you know, paperwork from the Philippines, and it takes few months for me also to get all my documents.
So we have to be
and
well
also,
organized and know exactly upfront what documents you need.
In my case is I live in Japan, so they want my documents also from Japan, like translated to in English. Yeah, so have to pay for that medical, my resident there, my family who lives there, my half brother, my sister. So
they want to know everything, where you've lived in the last 10 years
and the proof
as well.
of genuine relationship, you have to submit that too. So the migration agent is the one did it for us, and we paid for 5,000 and all is we.
I think we knew a couple who did it themselves.
Yeah, it takes.
I guess if you think you can do it yourself,
you can.
It's good. You'll save a lot of money. You'll save at least $5,000 or more on an agent fee. But I heard if you wanted to go agent, the government have immigration agents as well, which are back then it was about half the price. So if you wanted to do that, you could try the Australian government migration agents. That's a cheaper option. But if you feel like you can do it yourself, and you want to have a go, you can do it. First, it was challenging because there was a lot, and we didn't have the time as well. So if you've got the time and you think you can do it, then go for it. Hey guys, we're going to end this video now. So if you really like this video, give it a thumbs up and a like, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. But if you want to know how our young boy here came about, check out the video link up here. And if you want to see our shorts videos, we've got a few of them now. You can check out the link just down here. Okay, guys?
Thank you for watching. See ya.
Sayonara.